Hey, welcome to this morning's video or whenever you are watching this, because it really can be watched at any time on any date. I just put a date on it because that's when it is releasing in the morning. This is about really bringing intention into your day, being more mindful and conscious, and really work on creating your life and designing your life instead of just letting whatever happen to you and kind of just going with that, because that's not going to feel good anymore. All right, I pull a card and then I also read from one of my favorite books. And today, I love this card. It is the Queen of Swords. And this is from the Lightseers deck. So that's why the pictures are so different. I love this deck. It always comes with like a little affirmation and a lot of good versions. It's a bit different than a normal tarot deck. It'll tell you some bit different things. So I find it way more intuitive, and I really like it. I can relate to it so much more. And the little affirmation is, I speak my existence into being with wisdom and clarity. I speak my existence into being with wisdom and clarity. And this is kind of like when you're working on changing your identity in a way, like I speak my existence into being with wisdom and clarity. Kind of like, who am I now? Who do I want to be? Who am I deciding to be? Who am I really? Because we were raised with so many labels, wife, mother, girlfriend, what it meant, what it means. And especially growing up when we did 60s, 70s, 80s. Wow. It's so different than it is today, right? So there were so many labels, there were so many expectations. And then we didn't really get a chance to know who we are at a core level, and no one just said you're a soul being living in a physical body, right? Like, we never heard stuff like that. We just thought we were this physical body, this really 3D thing, very simple, right? This and that. You're a woman, so you act like this. You're a mother, so you act like this. Whatever, right? So I speak my existence into being with wisdom and clarity. I am deciding that this is who I am, right? I am, right? I am the I am. And it's very important what we put behind those words. I am angry. I am depressed means my person, this is who I am. When it's not, we experience certain emotions, right? I am experiencing anger. I feel angry at the moment. We know that moves. So watch what you put at after the I am. And so, like, it can be, I speak my existence into be. I'm a unlimited soul being living on who chose to come and live on this earth in this body, things like that. And it's really about knowing, wow, I have so much more than I ever thought, right? I'm this really wonderful, magical person. I'm not just this limited being, because I really get to make choices that can change everything for me. And it's always about making choices, who we choose to be, what we choose to do, how we choose to experience life. And the message with this card is, it's time for direct communication and straightforward interpretations in your situation. This powerful queen asks you to be honest in your relationships, direct in your speech. Above all, bring your clear-headed, unbiased reasoning to the table. I'm just going to go because some of it is. It's time to ask your perceptive mind and your loyal heart to evaluate your situation from a higher perspective. And that, oh my God, to evaluate your whatever you're going through from a higher perspective. We know that everything happens for us, and that whatever we're going through, whatever challenge is for us, and it's meant for us to overcome. That's the higher way to look at it, the higher perspective, right? Oh, interesting. I am in this physical world, which seems very dense, and it seems very hard sometimes, and it seems complicated, it seems frustrating. But I am this unlimited soul being, and so I get to really choose how I want to be today, as in, I'm going to choose to stay in anger, frustration, and worry, whatever, or I'm going to say, I'm good. I have so much to be grateful for. I'm creating a life that I'm going to love, right? Like, we're always working on, what do I desire? How do I desire to feel? What do I desire to experience? And choosing that instead of, oh my God, look what's around me. Look what's happening. This is the way it is. No wonder I feel like this. Oh, life sucks, right? Huge difference. So from your higher perspective, which is, that higher version of yourself, you're not going to be talking in those low dense versions, right? Like it's terrible. I hate this. Why is this happening? That's not who you really are. That's not who you are. So come from a higher perspective, this true soul, wonderful being that you are. How do you now see the world? And this is such a trick. It's not easy. It's not easy. I'm working on this daily and I don't always do well, but it's, if I don't do well, then what am I living in? I'm living in like a depressed, sad, frustrated, angry world. I don't want to do that, right? Or this is just good enough. I guess I'm just going to live with this and I have to put up with this. No, we don't. We are the only ones who keep us in that situation, right? Okay, I'm going to read from the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. You've heard me talk about this book before, written about 1925. This is an updated version, and I love this updated version because at the end they have some affirmations that you can go through for different things. So I thought I would read out some of these affirmations, and the one you like, you can stop, play while you stop, and then get a pen and paper and write them out as I go. There's lots and lots, but we're just going to go through a few today. So, one for prosperity. Of course, who doesn't want that, right? The source of all is my unfailing supply, and large sums of money and abundant resources come to me quickly under grace in perfect ways. Love that. And then when you're asking for something specific, so let's say I would love a camper van, right? Infinite Spirit opens the way for a camper van to come to me. I give thanks that it manifests now under grace in a perfect way. Infinite Spirit opens the way for me to receive a camper van. I give thanks that it manifests now under grace in a perfect way. And this doesn't just mean that it's going to come out of thin air. This could mean that you get an idea for something and you take action on it. Okay, so know that. Another one is for guidance. I am divinely sensitive to my intuitive leads, and I give instant obedience to the divine will, which is for my perfect well-being. I see clearly the open way. There are no obstacles on my path. I see clearly the perfect plan. I am always receiving divine inspiration. I make decisions quickly and for the best possible outcome for all. So those are some really good ones. I highly suggest writing those down. And you can also write like, I am so happy and grateful to receive guidance and support in this manner, or about blank, 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 right? I am so happy and grateful that I'm receiving guidance, support, and being shown the way with regards to anything like that, right? You're kind of thanking God, source, universe for showing you the way, like you know it, you trust it, that you will, absolutely, you will be, and you're asking for signs. You can also say that you're, I ask for, or I'm so happy that I am receiving signs for what is my next best step. Thank you so much, right? For health, if you have any health issues, divine love floods my consciousness with health, and every cell in my body is filled with light. And if you're listening to this, you can just close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and sit quietly and listen to these words. Divine love floods my consciousness with health, and every cell in my body is filled with light. Infinite intelligence brings all the cells, organs, and tissues of my body into perfect harmony and function so that all processes work smoothly for my perfect well-being. I would write that one down. Absolutely. For when you're looking for a job or a right thing like this is what you can say. I do whatever, and no, in a perfect way, I give, no, I don't like that one. Okay, we're going to pass that one. Oh my God. So let's see what else we have. There's so many more in this book, but here's a good one for health too. Divine love floods my consciousness with health, and every cell in my body is filled with light. Love that. I am divinely sensitive to my intuitive leads, and give instant obedience to thy will. Of course, this is an old way of thinking, talking, using the words thy, right? Prosperity. God is my unfailing supply, and large sums of money come to me quickly under grace and perfect ways. Only that which is true of God is true of me, for I and the Father are one. And that is like, of course, you can use the word God. You don't have to. You can use divine or infinite spirit, whatever works best for you, right? Like I said, this was written a long time ago. As I am one with God, I am one with my good, for God is both the giver and the gift. I cannot separate the giver from the gift. It's a great little book, and it has so many things in it and so many stories of how she was able to help people overcome things and kind of manifest things. Yeah, and if we think about that being back in 1925 or around that time, it's really incredible. She must have been an amazing person. You know, our supply is inexhaustible, unfailing when we truly trust it. We have no doubt. If we have no doubt, it will work just as we intend, and all our actions align with that knowing. And that's really truly, right? It's what we intend, what we desire, what we want, and then knowing that it will be, that we can do it, and also that we will be guided. So if we're not sure, right? That you will be guided, that you will be shown the way, that you will be given support, all of that. It's that knowing like this is going to happen. This is what I desire. This is what I really want. I'm grateful that I'm being shown the way, that I have this support, that I have this guidance, right? And you want to build that trust, faith, and belief in yourself and a higher power. And then you feel so much safer, so much more fully supported. That helps you get rid of a lot of the fear, the worry, all of that, right? So building that faith, trust in your belief and in you and something and a higher power. And that's why it's so important to do these types of morning practices or to read these types of books and to take the time for you, to reaffirm these things. Because if you don't, when you're in your regular part of your day, that probably won't happen unless you're consciously thinking about it and using the words, writing down the statements, bringing them with you and reciting them certain times of day, which I highly suggest. All right, have an absolutely amazing day or night. Give me a like. So make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube, and also feel free to share this video and invite people to watch. All right, have a great day.